The construction of the 230 billion shillings, 473-kilometer four-lane highway between Nairobi and Mombasa under the Connect Africa will allow uninterrupted speeds of 100 kilometers per hour, significantly cutting travel time. Overseas Private Investment Corporation Chief Executive Ray Washerburn says Connect Africa seeks to support infrastructure, communications and value chain connectivity to further integrate Africa into the global market.
OPIC, 25% of our portfolio currently is in Africa, in the continent of Africa. We have close to $8 billion here today. Before I came on, this is the sixth country of a six-country tour I've done in the last 2.5 weeks. Before the trip, I committed to do $1 billion more in deals as we can find the quality projects to do. And so it's really, we're open in every country in the continent. And so we're sourcing and knocking on doors every country we're going to. So in Kenya, currently has around $500 million, a little over $500 million of projects with OPIC. And we're hopefully going to sign a project that's going to commit another $500 million. So
he says the initiative will help mobilize over 300 billion shillings to projects that support transportation, communications and value chain investments in Africa over the next 3 years.
OPIC, we're not financing things that are just exporting to the United States. We want to create and develop local economies that employ people in these economies and create the logistics and the food chain, or in the case of this company, the supply chain that will then supply the businesses and goods that are needed to create the finished product.
The development coming as Kenya and South Korea pledge to enhance bilateral relations as Kenya continues to gain traction in the community of nations. It is a standing that appears to be attracting the attention of world nations, with South Korean Prime Minister Nak-yeon saying that his country remains determined to furthering cooperation with Kenya, especially on trade, ICT, agriculture, education, manufacturing and healthcare.
Kenya is attracting world attention as an IT and venture hub that drives innovation growth in Africa. Korea is also pursuing innovation growth in the field of ICT and is also equipped with international competitiveness.
Nak-yeon says that his country would like to be part of the country's success.
Therefore, based on that, we need to share experiences and enhance cooperation in this field.
Deputy President William Ruto saying that vibrant trade remains key in cementing the relationship between the two nations.
I appreciate that Kenya and South Korea have intensified interaction in the big four sectors, such as agriculture and health. Our two countries are also working together in other areas, such as in trade, through the Kenya-South Korea Joint Economic Commission, and ICT in energy and education sectors.
According to Ruto, Kenya intends to introduce a variety of exports to Korea, including cut flowers, coffee, black tea, and fresh produce, as it seeks to address a trade imbalance heavily skewed in favor of South Korea. For Channel One Weekend, I'm Emily K. Bade.